PBA World Championship at South Point in Las Vegas. Mike Jakubowski, Randy Peterson with Kimberly Pressler. And our next match, Pete Weber, the number 5 seed, goes up against the King of Swing, Mike Fagan. Weber a winner in our opening match against Tom Smallwood. Back to work on the way up the stepladder. Opening strike shakes out the 7.
Unfortunately for Mike Fagan, I'm not sure how many remember the fact that he was the victim of Who Do You Think You Are, I Am, losing to Weber by 1 pin 2 seasons ago at the United States Open.
2 titles for Fagan last season, including his first major at the 2012 USBC Masters right here in Vegas, in pursuit of another major. And a strike splashing the rack.
Big, long, high arm swing, very loosey-goosey. Snaps that wrist at the bottom, and there's where the power is created.
PBA stats provided by Lane Talk during the course of the World Series of Bowling. Fagan's strike-on-strike percentage at 65%. As Fagan's parents looking on. And a double for Fagan.
Nice start for Mike. Does Weber stay on top of the transition? Does he make the moves before the lanes break down? That's going to be the big question in this match.
Weber strikes and answers Fagan's double with one of his own.
Steady that head is. You could put a bowl of fruit on it. Weber once again shreds the rack. There you go. Shh. PDW bowling.
Double apiece. Match number 2. Winner here gets Sean Rash in the semifinal. 3rd frame. Oh geez, but splashes the rack.
Hi Pete. You're okay. Whether you love him or you hate him, he's great television. Myself, I personally love him. I don't know if you can tell or not. I've known that man for about 32 years.
5 shots, 5 strikes. Match number 2, Fagan back up. 4-time Team USA member. Trying to keep pace with Weber here, 3rd frame. And that's going to creep high, almost gets the big break. Everything but the 10.
Mike Fagan trying to find his zen. Almost gets a great break here, going through the nose. Leaves the 3-6-10. The 3-6 gets knocked down. Only the 10 pin. That's a nice break because he saves count. 9 spare when you're on a double is way better than 7 spare when you're on a double, especially with Weber throwing as many strikes as he is. Take a look at Mike Fagan's arsenal, throwing a Marvel Pearl. Interesting, he's only using 1 ball for the 2 lanes. Weber two different pieces of equipment.
Perfect hit for Fagan, and a strike in the fourth frame. Pete Weber, as he did in the opening match, opens with a turkey. Working now in the fourth frame, plus 11. Shakes the rack. Weber's got 4 in a row.
Well, in his first match, he started with a front 5 against Smallwood. Weber 4 in a row, shreds the rack on that shot. This is why you put rotation and power on a bowling ball, so you can carry off hits just like this.
Bagger, as he did in the opening match. Plus 31 against Fagan.
As a player looking for transition, Pete will take special note or notice on that last shot that went pretty high flush on the left lane. Look for Pete to start migrating a little bit more towards the center of the lane on the left lane.
Fagan on a strike, just one miss. Back in this lane in the third. And he doubles, cutting the lead to 21. Ten shots, 9 strikes. The one miss, the difference. Left lane for Fagan now, 6th frame. Drills it.
Great shot there by Mike Fagan, cuts the deficit to 11. Both players off to a great start. Match number 2 here in Las Vegas. Pete Weber seeking his holy grail, a major championship win and a Player of the Year honor. Stay with us.
PBA World Championship midway through match number 2. Pete Weber with an 11-pin lead. Pete Weber, PBA Hall of Famer. Was he ever destined to do anything else but this?
I love bowling, for one. I mean, I'm very passionate when I'm out here about my bowling. I want to win. This is what I chose to do for my life. So 34 years, I want to win. This is what I'm here for.
That's what he's here for, and he continues to perform at perhaps the best level of his Hall of Fame career. 5 strikes in a row, and a lead against Fagan, working in the 6th frame. The winner here will get Sean Rash, PBA Player of the Year, in the semifinal. Weber avoids major disaster.
Whoa. That was close. Almost leaving the pocket, 7-10. The 10-pin barely gets nudged out of the way. Pete's like, okay, all right, anything but the 7-10 split.
Weber fills the frame. He's got a 10-pin lead.
Mike J., I think it was Pete's late father, the great Dick Weber, who used to do commercials for that hotel chain where he'd pop out of a suitcase and say, winning never gets old. Well, apparently neither does Pete Weber.
Passed on in the Weber DNA. Pete owns 2 PBA World Championship titles. His third would be unmistakably historic. 7th frame. Drills a pocket hit. 10 back for Weber.
Yeah, it was actually missed left too.
Talking to Dale Ballard right behind Pete Weber as Mike Fagan takes a re-rack.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
But he heard Weber say on the right lane he missed in just a little bit. The ball squirted down the lane, went a fraction too long, and that's why he came in late into the pocket.
Fagan, the 4-time winner on the PBA Tour, seeking his 5th title and 2nd major. Can tie it up in the 7th. We've got an even match heading into the final 3 frames.
This match is
Mike Fagan. What a great shot. He can take the lead for the first time in this match with another strike right here in the 8th. Both players can go sheet for $279 apiece.
Come on. Let's go.
The match is all square. It's a 3-frame sprint to the finish. Fagan will open. It's high, and down goes a 10, just a 4 again.
Remember the last shot Weber threw on that left lane? He went dead flush. Weber seems to be staying in front of the transition. The left lane seems to be the lane that wants to break down the fastest. Fagan almost leaves a 4-10 split.
Every shot monumental to the finish. Clean frame for Fagan. Weber stands up now in the 8th, working on the strike, and he can make that work and increase his lead.
Working that towel on that thumb as well. Pete's got extremely long fingers. One of the keys to his unique release is the fact that he's got under pitch in the fingers. His fingers stay in the bowling ball an extremely long period of time.
And Weber shakes out the 7, double, and an 11-pin lead.
With his fingers staying in the bowling ball as long as they do, his only option on the way out is that hand to be open. Look at that hand open. That's what creates that brilliant release, that extremely soft touch at the bottom of the swing. Weber now in complete command. One more strike, it's a 21-pin lead.
Foundation frame, Sean Rash waiting next. Weber executes in the 9th. And another strike, 21 pin. Advantage, Weber.
Weber had to go over and give 5 to Sean Rash's mother. Unfortunately, she was the recipient of the last chop he just gave. Unintentionally, of course.
Mike Fagan will finish first as Diana Rash looks on. He can put 258 on the board, max score, 9th frame. Oh no, ring 10.
It appears that Mike Fagan is going to fall victim once again in a major championship to the baddest 51-year-old on the planet, Pete Weber. Spare here, strikes out, he can shoot 247. Weber would just need a mark. You know, one of the other things that makes Pete Weber so tough is the fact that I feel that his mind is very clear. One swing thought and one swing thought only. And generally speaking, it's just let go of it, meaning just get out of the ball nice and clean. Some of us aren't that fortunate. I know me in particular with all the demons I have going on when I try to bowl.
Fagan in the 10th, gets the first.
When I watch Mike Fagan, to me, he looks like a thinker, a guy that's processing a lot of stuff at once. I think Weber's slate, or his plate, if you will, is very clean.
Fagan takes his time. He wants to fill up the 10th for 247. And have Weber do some work. Solid pocket hit.
Now the all-important fill shot, and it is important because if he strikes here, Weber has to mark. If Weber were to go 9 and then 0, he would lose. So 10 pins here on the fill, very important for Fagan to have any chance. Remember, it wasn't too long ago on the right lane where Weber, in the 6th frame, almost left a pocket 7-10.
.246.
Now 9 would be a tie. 9 and 0 would be a tie. Anything less, Weber could lose if he doesn't mark in this frame.
Pete Weber a clean frame away from advancing another step on the stepladder. Sean Rash awaits in the semifinal. Dom Barrett, the overall tournament leader, awaits in the championship match. Tracy's been through this a number of times. So has this man. 10th frame. Oh, mama. Almost, but the 7-pin stands.
Okay, I can speak now. That was a little closer than I think Weber or anybody rooting for Weber would have liked to have seen. Now he has to make the 7-pin. If he whiffs this, we have a tie.
He knocked it down. By rule, that means you put a slash in the box. Pete Weber has advanced to the semifinal at the PBA World Championship, defeating Mike Fagan.
Weber going to a ball change on this right lane. Too many close calls with a pocket 7-10 split. Pete Weber inches that much closer to his 11th major title.
258, 246 winner for Weber. He's alive for history here in Las Vegas.